and girls, Miss Sally back with, what's this word? Do you remember? Genesis. Genesis. Do you remember where Genesis is? Is it in the Old Testament or the New Testament? Remember, it's in the Old Testament. Do you remember how many books are in the Old Testament? 39. How about the New Testament? Remember that one? 27. And if you put them all together, 66. And so you see all these numbers up here? What do you think those might be for? Do you remember some numbers that we've been studying in Genesis? Well, I've got some really neat pictures to put up there to help us with our numbers. So let me go get those, and we'll write on that. Oh. Wow, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Well, nothing to do but try to clean it up, and I probably will need your help. Let's see. We've got so many things down here. Let's see. Caroline. Would Caroline know what that's the sun. What day would that go on? Well, if we don't know, if we can't remember, where do we look? We always look in our Bible. So let me see if I can find out when God made the sun. Let's see. God made two large lights. He made the brighter light to rule the day. That would be the sun. So let's see. Oh, that was the fourth day. So that would be number 4. I'm sure Caroline knew that, but she's not here to tell me, so I had to look it up. Let's see what else I've got down here. Oh, me. Let's see, what have I got here? I think I've got a duck. Oh, let's see. Ayla, would you know when God made the ducks? Let me see. Oh, the duck's kind of funny too because it can fly, but it can also swim. And let's see, God said, every bird that flies, and that here it is. The water brought forth all the things that could fly and all the things that live in the sea. And so that was day number 5. That was day number 5. I'm sure Ayla got that. Let's see. What else have I got down here? Oh, so many things, so many things. Waverly. When would God have made these beautiful things, these pretty flowers? Let's see. What day would that have been? Oh, this is a lot of work. All right, let's see. Okay. God said, let the earth produce plants. So the flowers are a plant. So that would be day number 3, the 3rd day. Aren't they pretty on day 3? Oh, wow. Let's see. What else have I got here? Oh, Ethan. Ethan, can you help me? This looks like light. What? I have a feeling everybody knows what day God made that. But I'm sure Ethan would know for sure. God made light, remember, on day 1. Day 1. God made light. We can remember that one. That one's an easy one. All right, let's see. More stuff down here. Let's see. What else have they got down here? Oh. Kira. What day would God have made these? They're giraffes. What? Let's see. Giraffes are animals, and let's see. God said, let the earth be filled with animals, and let each produce more of its own kind. That would be day 6. Day 6. Oh, let's see what else I've got down here. Oh. little star. Oh, you think maybe God made stars when he made the light to rule the day. Let's see. He also made the stars on day 4. Made lots and lots of stars. I just had one little star there, but he made so many. Let me see. Oh, Bethany, could you tell me, help me figure out where this goes? It's a cloud. Let's see. It's got to be, we don't have anything on day 7 or day 2. So maybe it's one of those, or maybe it's, oh dear, let's just see here. Let's see. God said, let there be something to divide the water in 2, so that there would be water below and water above. Oh, there's some water in there. So that would be a cloud. So God made the sky. That's where the air is. And that's where the clouds are, to make sure that there's water below and water above. Oh, but I still have a lot of things down here. Let's see. Addie, would you happen to know where, let's see, that's the moon. Sure, we can figure out that one, can't we, Addie? If the stars are there, the moon is there on day 4. Day 4. And then, let's see, what else I've got down here? Wendy, when would God have made the trees? Can you see something else up there that might go the same day? I see some flowers. Do you think maybe the trees could go that day too? I think those are beautiful. Yes, that's really pretty on day 3. Stacy, can you help me with this one? There's a dog. With the dog, the dog's like the giraffe. It's an animal. So let's see. That was day 6. Let's see what else. I have got down here so many things. Oh, I've got a fish. Let's see. Now, oh well, there's some water here and there's some water there, so the fish need water. Let's see. Oh, God said, let the sea bring forth all the living things that move therein. And the sea was filled with living things. So there's a fish. That would be on day 5. Let's see. Stacy, maybe you can help me with these great big animals. Where would they go, do you think? I believe they're like these giraffes and the dog. They're going to be on day 6, because God made the wild animals and the tame animals and all the small crawling animals. But now the earth bring forth the living creatures. Oh, God made so many things. Lily, what about this one? Oh, here's a very pretty tree. You think it would go with these trees? Think so, because God made the plants and the land and the grass and the flowers and trees on day 3. And Anna, can you help me with this one? Where would that one go, Anna? Can you spot it? Can you spot the place where that would go? Because we've already got one up there. Another cloud. Oh, this is starting to look pretty, isn't it? Starting to see lots and lots and lots of things that God made. And Elizabeth, what about some rabbits? They're cute, aren't they? Where do you think they would go? Got all these animals over here on day 6. And Sutton, can you help me with this one? It's a dove. What's a dove? It's a flying animal. And so God said that the animals, that every bird would fly, would produce more of its own kind, and that was on day 5. So just like the duck, the bird is on day 5. So I think we've still got so many things down here. We'll see if we can do them a little more quickly now, because I'm sure everybody can help me come up with some of these. Let's see. There's another star. That would go there. I'm not sure my moon looks so swifty. There it is. Look. There's a lion. And oh, look at this, a bigger star, because some of the stars are bigger than others. God knew what size to make every one of them, though. There's some more fish. Now that we got some of them up here, it's easier to spot where they go, isn't it? There's the frog. They're the small animals that God made. We read about that, the small crawling animals. They're kind of hoppy, but they can crawl a little bit too. And there are tigers. Oh, there's a cute bear. Let's see, maybe we can see him better right there. Oh, we have goats. Have all these animals. Look here. Look at those. More and more animals. God made so many beautiful stars. And beautiful plants and flowers. Oh, we just about got the floor cleaned up. Let's see, there's cat. Oh, and a cute little squirrel. All right, is that everything that God made? Do you remember how God made all those? Remember Genesis 1:1 says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And that was in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Now, you remember how God made all those things? God said, let there be light. That was on day 1. And then on day 2, God said, let there be something to divide the water below from the water above. And then on day 3, God said, let the earth produce plants. Let the dry land appear and the earth produce plants. On day 4, God said, let there be lights in the sky. And on day 5, God said, let the water be filled with living things and let birds fly in the air above the earth. And on day 6, God said, let the earth be filled with animals. So how did God make all of those things? He looked, they were good. What did he use to make the light? What would you make light out of? What are the parts of light? I don't know. What would you, if you didn't have anything, what would you make air out of? What did God use to make those things? God said. So if he's saying something, what is he using? He's using his words. And his words are very powerful. Everything that we see up here that God made, he just said it because his words are filled with power. But there is something missing, isn't there? There is something missing. What is missing? Let's see. Well, we don't have anything on day 7. So do you think that God made something on day 7? Let's see. Oh, well, we weren't finished with day 6. I didn't turn the page. We weren't finished with day 6. God said, let us make human beings. So what are human beings? People. God said, let us make human beings in our image and likeness, and let them rule over all the other animals, the fish, the birds, the tame animals, the wild animals, the crawling animals. So God said, let us make man. He didn't say, let there be people. Didn't do it that way. He's going to do something different. Let's see. God took dust. God took dust. Now, what day would he have made dust? That was land and grass and flowers and trees on day 3. So the land, the dry land appeared on day 3. So he's using something that he already made. He's using the dust. And let's see what God's going to do with the dust. He took dust from the ground and formed a man from it. Now, if I took dust, I don't think I could form a man. I might do a pile of dust, but it probably wouldn't look like a man. But God took the dust and he formed a man. He formed a man from the dust of the earth. And then you know what he did? This says the Lord breathed the breath of life into the man's nose. So can you take a big breath and blow it out? That's breathing. And if you stop breathing, what happens to you? Not good. You die. We have to breathe. We have to have breath, our air going in and out to keep us living. So that's how God made the man come to life. He, breathed into him the breath of life. And so the man came to life. Now, the man was actually not dressed like this, but he came to life and he became a living person. And then God gave him a beautiful, beautiful place to live. The Lord God planted a garden in the east in a place called Eden. So a garden of Eden. And there was a river there that watered the garden. So there were even more beautiful trees than this. God made all the beautiful trees, every tree that was good for food to eat. And so it was a wonderful place for the man to go live. And he gave the man a job. He had to take care of the garden, which would not have been very hard because God was watering it with the rivers and he had already planted all the trees. He'd already had them grow. So the man had to take care of it, clean it up, and that sort of thing. And then the Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone." He said, "I will make a helper for him." And then he gave the man another job. He had to name all the animals. So what do you think he called this? Well, we call it a giraffe. Don't know what language he was using, but there would have been a giraffe. We already looked at all these, a squirrel, a bear, the elephants, dogs. Oops, my lion almost ate my goats. Lions, goats, cats, sheep, all those animals, he named them all. And when he got through naming them, and God named the man, you know what he named the man? Have you ever heard that before? He named him Adam. And when he got through naming all the animals and God named him Adam, there was nobody to be with Adam. The giraffes had another giraffe, had giraffes. They all had, remember God said they were going to produce more of their own kind, so they had to have a boy and a girl. They had to have a daddy and a mama in each one of these. But when Adam got through naming, there was no one for him. Who could he talk to? Well, he could talk to the animals, but would they talk back? Could he understand what they said? So Adam was going to be lonely if God didn't do something to help him. So God made the man go to sleep and took just one thing, something else that he had already made. This time, instead of taking dust, he took dust, something that he had made to make Adam. This time, he took one bone from Adam. He took a rib. Do you know where your ribs are? You can find them if you want to. Take your finger and rub down your side. You can feel some lumps under there, some hard lumps, bunch of them. Those are your ribs. They're maybe about the size of your finger. And God took just one bone, And Adam was in a deep sleep, so it wouldn't hurt, just kind of like when we have surgery now, it doesn't hurt. And he took that bone and then he closed Adam up and he made a beautiful woman. And Adam got to name her. He got to name all the animals, and then he got to name his wife. Do you know what he named her? You've probably heard it. He named her Eve. And they had this beautiful, beautiful garden that God had made, filled with all kinds of wonderful, wonderful food. But we're going to have to find out what happened at that garden. And next Sunday, we will know what happened in that garden. And unfortunately, it wasn't all good. But this was perfect right now. Everything that God made, it was very, very good. And then on day 7, after it was all made, what did God do? So the sky, the earth, and all that filled them were finished. By the 7th day, God finished the work he had been doing. So on the 7th day, he rested from all his work. So one more time, we're going to sing our song. Help us remember what God made. Day one, God made light when there was none. Day one, God made light when there was none. Day two, God made clouds and sky so blue. Day two, God made clouds and sky so blue. Day three, land and grass and flowers and trees. Day three, land and grass and flowers and trees. Day four, sun and moon and stars galore. Day four, sun and moon and stars galore. Day five, God made fish and birds alive. Day five, God made fish and birds alive. Day six, God made animals and people that day. Day six, God made animals and people that day. Day seven, God has rested in his heaven. Day seven, God has rested in his heaven. So hope everyone has a really good week, and we will find out what happened to Adam and Eve next week.